the gift of the pandemic. And so, the first month of 2021 is almost over. How quickly time has passed in these days of the Great Awakening. Looking back on this last year of lockdown, masks and social distancing, the days, weeks and months have flown by. And we are very grateful for the gifts that this time has given us, for it has given us many gifts. The bad actors, the powers that be, planned the pandemic, which has been the excuse for our isolation, for their own nefarious purposes. However, all is well, for the good actors, the Light Alliance, hijacked the scheme and turned it to their own use. And, as always, heaven is in charge. Divinity has decreed that it is time for mankind to awaken out of his deep sleep of forgetfulness. The precession of the equinox, the 25,000-year cycle in which planet Earth moves through the universe, cycles through negative energies, has reached its epoch and is coming to a successful conclusion. We have moved through the negative vibrations. We have moved through the planetary alignments, the third-dimensional matrix that holds the fair frequency in place, and now it is the time and place for a return to love and light. Earthly conditions have been so set up that we souls ensconced in physical human bodies in the material realm can experience several different dimensions. The third dimension is the dimension of fear. This is the low-vibrating matrix we came to Earth to experience. This frequency is unique to the material realm. Here, humanity has no memory of who and what he is. Having forgotten his divinity, he is born into a confrontational and confusing world of cognitive dissonance and puzzlement. This is the world in which the devil and the divine vie against each other for the allegiance of mankind. Free will is the gift that we have in the third-dimensional matrix. In the heavenly realm, and for many of our galactic brethren in the material realm, there is no free will. Being largely in the fifth-dimensional love paradigm and beyond, free will is not necessary. One does not need choice when one is blissfully happy. This earth has not been a happy place. This earth has been a place of choice between the devil and the divine, between positive and negative emotions. This is free will. We incarnated on this earth to experience free will. We came here to be indoctrinated and tempered into a dysfunctional thought system. We came here to be separated from and wary of our brethren. We came here to learn limitation and emotion, that which we could not experience in the heavenly spirit realm. For as we have often said, by so doing, we sift and sort our preferences, we individuate our personalities, and we delineate our talents and abilities. In the third-dimensional matrix, we are unconscious of our true reality. We think of ourselves as poor, feeble, mortal humans. We struggle to survive. We struggle to thrive in an environment that has been created with disparate, opposing rules and regulations. The limitations are provided by these rules and regulations, and by the greedy, selfish behavior of the petty bureaucrats, the narcissists, the bad actors that play the part of the devil. These limitations lead to negative emotions. These negative emotions, the fear, the anger, the jealousy, the guilt, the shame, the blame, are indicators that we are off track. These are messages from our angels, our guides, our higher self, that we have strayed off the straight and narrow path of love. Experiencing this deep, dark fear, we eventually decide at a soul level that we do not prefer fear. We prefer love. And so we dismiss all that we have been taught, Examine all our thoughts and ideas about life and living. Question everything, and so wake up from our deep hypnotic sleep. It sounds so simple. It is simple, yet it is not easy. This is the fourth dimension. The fourth dimension is the vibration, the frequency, where we free ourselves of the dysfunctional third dimensional indoctrination. And this is where the lockdown of the last year comes into play. It has speeded our awakening. It has helped to enlighten us about the lies and untruths that surround us. The narrative of the virus and the masks and the social distancing, the arbitrary closing of businesses, the loss of income, the separation from our family and friends, the fear of the disease, have all provided significant limitation and emotion. The fear, the confusion, the disparate rules and regulations have all created a situation where the fourth dimension of awakening has thrived. And, as a result, many souls have awakened and moved into the fourth dimension. This has not been easy, for as we move out of our deep sleep, we must restructure our whole thought system. We must reset our moral compass. We must go through what has been called the dark night of the soul. And it is in this fourth dimensional frequency that we do this. And, dear brethren, the best is yet to come. The best is the fifth dimensional frequency of love. We are moving into new planetary alignments, a new frequency where love can prosper, where the love frequency dominates, where we feel the divine vibration, the beautiful contentment, the flow, the glow of the electromagnetic energy of love, where we feel our connection with each other and all that is, with divinity itself. And so, dear ones, this lockdown, this time of the great pandemic of 2020, has been a great gift. It has speeded our awakening. It has provided the discomfort, the deep puzzlement and confusion that have served to awaken us. And now we are deeply into the time of revelation. Yet our brethren, who are still immersed in their third dimensional fear and delusion, do not see this yet. Their indoctrination by the mainstream media continues. The narrative of the supposed information sources, the news media, has not yet changed. It will do so shortly. We are in that time where the truth will be revealed, and that truth will set many of us free. For when we see the truth of our indoctrination, when we see how we are conditioned by repetition into fear, we are released from that fear. Yes, the truth does set us free. And now, dear hearts, dear souls, your Lightworker assignment begins in earnest. You have passed through the fourth dimension. You have examined your thoughts and ideas and changed them radically. You have been enlightened of your false concepts, your indoctrinated, untruthful ideas about life, and you have questioned everything, and in so doing, you have returned to love. Your brethren are now moving into that fourth dimension. They will not have the time you have had to assimilate all that they feel. They will be in shock and awe. They will be confused and bewildered, and it will be your job to help them through their crisis. You incarnated for the growth of your own soul in the love frequency. You have been through your own personal awakening. You have moved through the fourth dimension. Now, from the upper room of peace, from the viewpoint of love, you are ready to help your brethren. You know that nothing wrong ever happened. You know that everyone is perfectly perfect, whole and complete, exactly where they are. For each soul has designed this earthly experience, this journey through the material realm, specifically for maximum learning and maximum growth. This is indeed the time of revelation. This past year has been a time of limitation and negative emotion. Now is the time for revelation of the truth of our divinity, the revelation that will set us free from the chains of our earthly indoctrination. How wonderfully the divine works its miraculous ways. We are very grateful, for indeed, the best is yet to come. Yes, the best is yet to come. That was Aita, channeling her higher self. We are blessed beings, indeed.